Legend on Alexa Bliss possibly facing Rhea Ripley at WWE WrestleMania 41. Exclusive. Alexa Bliss is one of 6 WWE stars set to compete inside the Elimination Chamber for an opportunity at Rhea Ripley's Women's World Championship. Legendary journalist Bill Apter recently gave his thoughts on the popular wrestlers possibly facing off for the title. On March 1, Bliss will battle Bayley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez in an Elimination Chamber match. 2 days later, Ripley will defend her Women's World Championship against Io Sky on Raw. The winners of the 2 matches will go head-to-head at WrestleMania 41 on April 1920. Apter told host Sid Polar III on Sportskeeda Wrestling Smack Talk that he would like to see Bliss versus Ripley. However, he thinks Morgan and Perez are more likely to win at Elimination Chamber than Bliss. "I'm gonna get thumbs down because they're gonna say there's no way for her to go against Rhea Ripley," Apter said. The fans are so enamored. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley have never faced each other in a televised one-on-one match on the main roster. In their last singles bout on WWE programming, Ripley secured the win in an NXT Women's Championship contest at TakeOver Portland in 2020. Sid Polar III thinks Belair will emerge with the victory at Elimination Chamber to set up a long-awaited showdown with Ripley at WrestleMania 41. "I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair. I think that Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley has been a big-time money matchup that WWE has kinda kept on the sidelines and kinda teased off and on for the better part of 3 years. And I think that right now the WrestleMania card needs those headline big-time match if Belair wins." Sid Polar III believes the EST's tag team partner Naomi could be revealed as Jade Cargill's attacker ahead of WrestleMania. Welcome to today's edition of the WWE Rumor Roundup, where we bring you 4 of the biggest stories from the world of the sports entertainment juggernaut. While there are, unfortunately, no reports yet on what The Rock will be up to on SmackDown, we have some more interesting tidbits. Some of those include backstage frustration with WWE's booking, a major player now officially joining the main roster, an ex-superstar who is signed with TNA after over 500 days of free agency, and, of course, the place we start with a major shift in plans for one particular superstar at WrestleMania 41. All signs seem to previously point to Solo Sikoa facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. However, the decisive match happened on the Raw on Netflix premiere, and it's now done and dusted. As a result, WWE has begun to work in a new direction, with Jacob Fatu seemingly losing his love for Solo after showing unwavering loyalty for months. On the latest episode of WrestleVotes Radio on Backstage Pass, it was reported that Solo Sikoa was informed of the change in plans for his WrestleMania opponent around the time of the Raw on Netflix premiere. It was unspecified whether it was before or after January 6. He was reportedly told he would be facing Jacob Fatu at Las Vegas instead of Roman Reigns. If so, it's going to be good for Solo Sikoa, who undoubtedly deserves to have a major match at WrestleMania after being one of WWE's big players throughout 2024. Elijah FKA Elias finally debuted in TNA well over 2 years after his WWE release. In that time, he has wrestled in several promotions, but he has never officially signed a contract again until now. While there was a previous report that Elijah had signed with ROH, that turned out not to be true. However, Fightful Select confirmed that he is officially a TNA star and has put pen to paper on a deal with them. If so, this is great news for Elijah, who will find TNA to be a great fit regardless of whether that gives him the opportunity to appear in WWE again or not. Roxanne Perez appears to be main roster bound after defeating Raquel Rodriguez on the February 17 episode of Raw to secure the last spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. If all goes well, she will secure a spot against Rhea Ripley in a Women's World title match. On the latest live Q&A on Backstage Pass, It was reported that Roxanne Perez is fully done with NXT after taking the pinfall at Vengeance Day to Julia, the woman who dethroned her. While stating that she may have a match or two left in NXT, she is now fully main roster bound. It only makes sense that she's now going to be a Raw/SmackDown superstar, as she has accomplished everything she needed to in NXT. To some, she had a legendary run by NXT standards and is up there with names like Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano, Bayley and Asuka. As legends of the brand, Triple H has been a creative savior for over 2 years now, and that has directly led to a renaissance in the sports entertainment juggernaut. However, his booking of the women's division has left a lot to be desired, and it's now coming to a head backstage. According to a report from Fightful,